Gemini, born May 21st to June 20th. What can you expect for the month of January 2016? Let's tune in and find out. So Geminis, I see you starting out this month with a lot of, could be confusion or relationships in the forefront of your mind, romantic relationships. It feels like there may be some stickiness around relationships in general, in communication or in understanding. Also feels a little bit heavy-hearted. So for some of you, it could be worry about a child. It could be concerned about a partner. It could be confusion in a new relationship. So relationships are definitely coming up as kind of what you're going to need to be dealing with. So let's start first with those of you in a committed romantic relationship. What can you expect this month? Now, for some of you, it will be decision time in whether or not you're staying with this person, whether or not it's time is divorce or time to go to seek therapy, counseling. And I do think that would be a good thing. Clarity is always good. And I think especially after Mercury moves direct, right now it's retrograde, which means we have a challenge in our communications. Our perceptions are blocked. We don't always see things perfectly. So just have that awareness that could adjust, right? After it goes direct January 8th and 9th. It doesn't go fully direct until the end of January, January 28th. When we actually have a new moon in Aquarius, and that will really help to open things up as well. And in particular for you, it's really going to help to open up your creativity and your comprehension and your understanding. Now, some of you also feel like you may be fighting a head cold like I am. My ears are opening up. That can also mean that you're finally able to hear somebody else's point of view. You're finally able to get where they're coming from. And between now and then, you're just kind of dealing with your own stuff so that you're really not comprehending what their needs are, where they're coming from, or what they want, right? So this is a big month for relationships for you, and being able to learn more about yourself as well as the way that you interact in relationship and what is healthy and what's not, okay? If you're in a relationship and you do want to work on it, you can actually have a rebirth. This can be like a new relationship, like a cleanse, a starting over. And there's a full moon in Cancer, so things may come to a head that have been driving you crazy or bugging you about the other person. So potentially there could be a big challenge or problem or something seen that you hadn't seen before about them. So you could make a discovery about that this person's really not that into you, or that they're not who they said they were, right? So things like that. And it can be something benign. It could be something like, oh, they told you they're vegetarian and you caught them eating meat, right? Or they said they are sort of a spiritual person, but yet you see these horrific things that they're doing or the way they talk to somebody, right? Like there's a disconnect. And so you may see something in that way. And it might be something that's easy to reconcile, or it could be something that is really a deal breaker for you. So just know that full moon in Cancer, it's January 12th, usually a couple days before, a couple days after, could be, a turning point in the relationship, in which case it opens up and it's a rebirth in a new relationship, or you just go, you know what, you're not the one for me, or you're not who I thought it was, I'm moving on. So the good news is at the end of this month with that new moon in Aquarius, it's really going to give you the energy that you need to feel good about yourself and to really attract the right type of person into your life for romance and for long-term love. And I think it's just a matter of you not giving up, really. I just keep believing that you can have love and that there can be somebody that is right for you. Now, for those of you that are single, as we go into this, it's the same thing. Don't get discouraged. Stay close to your heart. Stay low, as they say, right? So if somebody has a history of, being abusive, don't date them. If there's a history of cheating there, don't go out with them, right? So look at the obvious signs and don't let your loneliness put you in a relationship that's not healthy for you. You're better than that. So I really want you to see that if you can turn it around in your head that, hey, I'm a good catch, and then actually be a good catch. Do the things that you need to do. which are, take care of yourself financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? Get your own house in order. Your vibration changes and you'll be able to bring in and attract a new person. So if you're drinking too much, if you're not taking good care of yourself, if you're being a workaholic and not making yourself available for somebody else, how do you expect to attract a relationship? So you're going to have to make the changes first, Gemini, and say, enough. I'm tired of these relationships that aren't working and I want a good one. Start with you. Make you the best that you can be. Do things that you love. Follow through with the things that you need to be following through. Make yourself a good catch, and that becomes your new vibration. And you will attract new individuals in your life. And they generally say it takes 3 months, not 3 weeks, but 3 months to create and sustain new behaviors. So put in new behaviors and stay on top of it, and you're going to attract a better quality individual into your life. So you won't have to be dropped at the altar. You won't have to be, cheated on behind your back. You won't have to find out that, you put all this effort into them and they were taking advantage of you, right? It's all nonsense. And I know a lot of Geminis have really gone through it. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You've given so much, and you've been, some of you have had the worst of situations. And that can all change. This is a new year, a new opportunity. Change yourself. You're going to change your destiny. And that's just not conversation. That's just not rhetoric. It really is true. And I can feel that and I can see that for you. So I want you to hang on to that and to know that that's possible. And this month, you're likely to attract good people into your life. If if you're dating somebody and they're not quite it, you're going to find out really soon. This first week or two, it'll be done. By the end of the month, you may be onto somebody new already. I would caution you to rush too fast. I want you to take care of yourself first, and so that you can make sure that you're not repeating patterns and pulling the wrong people in. Okay, let's look at your career and money for Geminis. Well, you know how they say one part of their life can be challenging, the other part can be great? I feel like your career is off the charts, like off the charts. Like so much money can be made, so much fame and reputation, people acknowledging you, loving you, wanting what you have, calling you up. Hey, how do you do that? Hey, where did you learn this? I really feel like a pull for your services. So stay on top of your game. Keep putting your A game out there, because this month people are going to watch and are paying attention. And there's an opportunity to make a lot of money. So Geminis, that's really good. So don't let any relationships sabotage you at work, okay? Keep that separate, all right? If your relationship is not going so well, don't take it to work with you, because things are going really well there and you don't want to screw it up. All right, so I like your career and money opportunity this month is huge, really, really big. More money coming in and career. Now, having said that, for some of you, there could also be a problem or a snag with something financially, and it could be a holdover from last year. It could be back child support that you haven't paid that somebody's coming after now. It could have been a debt that you forgot about that now they're taking money out of your account. It could be an IRS situation that you haven't handled and now you've got to handle. So just figure it out. Make payments. Put on the big boy pants, big girl pants, as they say, and do what needs to be done. And that'll be that. And then you won't feel so stressed, and it'll be manageable, right? Chunk it down into a payment that's manageable. Okay, let's look about your health. You need to take better care of yourself. You need to get more rest. You need to make sure that you're not overstimulating yourself. Suddenly I feel like I can't breathe in some of your energy. So some of you may have head colds like I do, sore throats. So just don't run yourself into the ground. Make sure that you're not over self-medicating with that's drugs, alcohol, food, whatever. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Just get into action and be committed about whatever you need to do to take care of you. And then I think your health will get back on track and you'll be fine. Okay? Anything unexpected for Geminis? You can really be happy. And it's sad. It's sad to say that would be unexpected, that you could be happy. But that's what's coming up, is that you can really be happy this year, that you can have a happy year, that things can actually be that good. You guys have gone through so much, whether you've been worrying about a child or worried about your partner or worried about your own health or your own career or your own job or, or longing for that soulmate. And it's just, the pain or the loss of a loved one. You Geminis have gone through a lot. So just know that this year you can be happy. This year can be a new door, a new phase opening up, and great opportunities for you to really feel joy, give joy, and have powerful relationships. Um, for some of you, the health struggles, you're just starting to get better and you can't rush it. So just know your own strength. Don't push it too fast or too far, and you'll get there, right? So just stay on top of it and stay positive. All right, Geminis, have an amazing month. Have a wonderful and fabulous, prosperous 2017. Thank you for viewing and watching and commenting on my intuitive astrology and sharing with those that you love and care about. I appreciate it. And I hope you'll continue to do that and look forward to spending 2017 with you as well. Have a terrific month, everyone.